Yes, how are you doing? Hope you're great. Hope you're fantastic. Welcome to my YouTube channel right here. Yeah, Nyam's Escapades. Please do like, share, and subscribe to this great channel. And here's yet another video because I make great, amazing videos and you love them. Yeah. So let me give you my own opinions and my own views of the issues of what's happening in America. America decides 2024. Right. It seems the presidential candidates for this election are shaping up. It seems we're going to have another election between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, right? There seem to be the two presidential candidates who are going to be going for the top job in the White House. But, right, the question is, between the two of them, who would you vote for? Between the two of them, do you think they're the best candidates that America could have offered? Do you think they're the best candidates that both the Democrats and Republicans could have given the Americans? Or something could have changed, yeah? Some will complain that Joe Biden age is taking over. Some will say Trump is someone who makes very radical decisions and times which are so much miscalculated, which might end up throwing America in a deep end, you know. A lot of questions. The other question, I was having a discussion with someone. They're telling me about the issue of Joe Biden. They're saying, you know what? One of the challenges that's going to be happening is if Joe Biden is going to run for president. Some most African countries will be like saying, "Don't tell us about we're old in ruling these countries, because Joe Biden, how old was Joe Biden? How old is Joe Biden?" You get what I'm saying? So that again could be another gateway for some leaders in Africa who want to rule forever, right? The only difference is in America you get 2 terms and you're gone and you're out, but in Africa one can go on and on and on for so many years, which then can become a challenge. With Donald Trump, he seems to be a leader that will give you some serious radical decisions, and this might end up costing so many Americans at the end of the day. One of my fears is you probably pull out of NATO, and just leave other NATO members to be exposed. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be different. But anyway, let's just hear what other American voices have been saying about these two candidates. What are their views? What are their opinions? Let's hear this from the Americans themselves who are going to be voting at the end of the day. Yeah?
Actually, I can't stand Trump. And so it wasn't a big problem for me to come over here and vote.
I voted for Biden, as I did the last time, because I support him.
Well, I voted for Donald Trump, and I did last time also, because we really need a businessman to get this world straight.
Trump is a very coarse individual, but he at least he knows how to run the country.
Republican, Donald Trump, and because I think he's the best hope we have for getting our country back on track.
Anything.
Exactly. You see, that's what some of the Americans think. That's their views, their opinions. This is what they're thinking. Could we get better leaders from the U.S. this time in these presidential elections? One might think so. It could have been a very good, better choice. Because right now, with the current things that happen in the world, you need someone who is very calculative, someone who takes calculated moves, and who's a strategist, who understands a lot of things, and who is there to serve the people and to serve the world at the end of the day. But you see that on the other side of the ocean, right? Europe also fears if Trump comes into power, Europe might be exposed. Because if Trump decides to take a back seat and say, right, I'm going to pull out of NATO, which means Putin might do whatever he wants to do with the European countries. He might leave Europe exposed, because Trump would have decided to kind of take a back step out of NATO. That could be really dangerous, trust me. And with the looks of it, with what Trump did the first time, trust me, for me, he's going to make some serious radical decisions which might end up costing not only the Americans, the Europeans, but in the entire world, because then a lot of things might happen. But let's hear from some of the European leaders and the European community what they think about these elections and what might happen and what might mean to them. Yeah.
No matter what will happen in US, Europe has to be able to do more on our own and in cooperation with our allies.
This is a wake-up call for everybody in Europe to do more for European own defense.
Doing more for you.
Exactly. This is a dangerous, Europe really needs to prepare very hard, very tough. And also NATO, they need to put all the loose bolts and nuts on that NATO, on that deal, to say no one can just leave easily, just like that. They trust me. They should say, for you to pull out, you need to pull out. It takes you like 10 years to pull out, not just easily like that. But trust me, NATO can be exposed, and Europe really needs, for me, Europe right now really needs to get a lot of, be strategic in whatever it's doing in terms of security on the continent. Have so many ammunition, so many weapons, and so many personnel, of a just in case probability, But anything can happen, and it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. Because trust me, a Trump presidency might actually expose Europe, and this is where we might be getting to. Because even if you look at what's currently happening in this world, how many wars are happening, how many ridiculous things that just happened in this world. We had COVID, we had these wars, we've had this, we have this, and there also seems to be two worlds that are being created. So we're standing in milky waters. And then even if you look at myself, I've been asking myself, do sanctions really work after all those sanctions that Russia was slammed with? But it seems Russia's economy is actually strong and it's much more stable. And I'm thinking, how do sanctions work? What are the effects of sanctions? Do they work now, or it's a long-term effect, or which is which? I don't understand. I just don't understand. But the question is, how do we keep the world in peace? How do we stop this whole fighting? How do we get people to dialogue and to come onto one table? Because, it's the world is not looking in a good space. Let's hear what Donald Trump had to say himself when he was asked a question by his so-called a certain leader. Let's hear what Trump said.
The president of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, no, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay.
So you hear what Trump said? Do you hear that? That's the voice of Donald Trump. Let's give you again this audio, and you get to listen to again what Trump actually said on this audio.
The president of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, no, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay.
So you understand that's Donald Trump's sentiment. So as America goes to vote this year, what do we expect? What can we expect? Do we expect more stability in the world? Biden and Trump, who would you go for? Who do you think would be better to bring more of peace on this world? Who is who and which is which from these two leaders? They seem to be our presidential candidates. I don't know. With Trump is 92 lawsuits and court cases that are still waiting for him. Could there be any other obstacle that he has to overcome to be able to be registered as a final presidential candidate for the Republicans? Who knows? Time will only tell. But the world is sitting not in a very good space, in a very tricky space, but it really needs strategic leaders. It really needs strategic leaders. It needs people who are like more of hands-on, people who see the situation at hand and like, you know what, guys, times have changed, and right now we need to make something go so fast. Trust me. So please do like, share, and subscribe on this YouTube channel. Tell everybody if you want to hear some great opinions. Here's a channel that will give you that great opinion. So my channel basically gives you everything. Yeah, more of lifestyle. Yeah, commentary and everything. So that's basically what we do on this channel. So do like, share, and subscribe on Nyam's Escapades YouTube channel. Yeah, because we just spread some love. When you love, we just spread some love. Peace and